Test. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Getting a little XP72 intro here. Shout out to the XP72. Used to be the OG X-Plane flyer. Now he's fully converted to 2024. But here we are. Something completely different. X-Plane 12. Yes, we're back in X-Plane 12. And I gotta tell you, it still looks like X-Plane 11. However, there are some improvements, and we also have a 737 NG. This is the one airplane that has avoided us for an entire calendar year. Okay, we've flown everything. We've flown all the Airbuses. We've flown the Max. We've flown every tube liner there is on 2024, but we do not have an NG. So, why don't we have an NG? Well, we're waiting for PMDG. But I was doing some snooping in the old X-Plane 12, and I will admit I watched XP72's video landing in Phoenix Sky Harbor at night, and the night lighting is fantastic. I will fully admit the night lighting is really, really good in X-Plane 12. So we're going to do a night flight. However, I have it a little bit more of like a sunset right now just because I want to show you why we're in the level up, okay? Before I get roasted, I know the Zebo is great. I know the Zebo is amazing, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing with the Zebo. When I load into that airplane, I'd rather go change the oil on my boat, okay? It just looks terrible. It just does not look good at all. It is stuck in X-Plane 9, okay? I understand the flight model may be out of this world, and the sounds are great. I'm not denying that. I need some visual appealingness, okay? I know that's not a word. The level up 737 cockpit, guys, I'm going to show you here in a minute. It's pretty dang good. Like, I will say, it actually is a sliver of hope for the X-Plane 12 fans out there that love flying X-Plane 12, because when you look at the other cockpits, Tolis, for example, they do not meet X-Plane 12 standards in terms of what the sim is capable of. I think this level up 7.3 cockpit is flirting with next generation, or at least current generation, of graphical goodness. Okay, so we're going to take a look at it. That's why the light is up right now. Then we're going to let it go into sunset, and then we're going to go into the nighttime, and it's going to be pretty cool. So that is why we're in the 737 NG, because it's the only airplane we have not flown, and I'm having NG withdrawals. I'm tired of flying Airbus. I'm tired of flying the Max. I'm tired of flying, well, I like flying the Mad Dog, but I have to sprinkle that in sparingly because you guys don't like watching too much Mad Dog content. But that's it. We need the NGs in 2024. So it's not enough here. It's not enough to hear you shill for payware. Now I got to listen to you glaze mediocre freeware. Listen, okay, we're going to talk about that as well. I know the flight model's messed up. However, like I said, force feedback hardware is cheating, okay? Force feedback can make airplanes fly really, really good. And I will admit, I got this hand flying really, really nicely. Now, power, performance, pitch, drag, it does seem a little bit wonky. If you get slow, you go full forward on the stick, on the yoke, and I still can't seem to get the nose down, which seems highly unlikely. But as long as we stay on top of it, everything should be okay. So that is what we've got on the plate for us today. So let me get my sim brief over here for the vertical stream so we can track the flight. Okay, so our flight tracker is ready to go over there on the vertical stream. And let's go ahead and get a few shout outs in here. Drishel Mac, thank you for the 4 months of support. Looking forward to level up updates. Hey, I guess there's updates coming. Maybe I will take advantage of those when they drop, because right now I'm impressed graphically, and I hope it can only get better. So is this some kind of Back to the Future sequel? No. Bill's Mafia's in the house. What's up, man? ERJ Sim, good to see you. Billy B16 Slow is in the house here. Zach Lee Wine Thomas, good to see you as well. Henry Littlewood, what's up, man? Morning V1, just finished my second year at university. Your streams are go-to stress release. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. V1 is on X-Plane. As I live and breathe, I know it. Well, hopefully everything goes smoothly, because if it doesn't, I probably won't be back on X-Plane for a very long time. But I have done a test flight, and I got to tell you, man, I think you guys might be impressed slightly. Okay. Oh, XP72. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Now you're going to make me fly this plane. XP, you've got all the graphical goodness in your X-Plane. You need to fly this more. I'll watch it. The flight model does seem a bit wonky. I'm curious to see how the Moza handles. With my profile on the Brunner, I've actually got this flying quite nicely, and level up comes with Brunner yoke compatibility out of the gate, which is nice. So, without further ado, XP72 is in the house. XP, this is your fault that we're flying this, because I watched your night stream into Phoenix, by the way, so this is why we're here. So, let's go. Let's fire it up. Are you guys ready? Oh, Shift G. This scenery supports it. Oh, thank you. Gus? No, it doesn't. Do I have to do ground service first? In 10 minutes. All right. Well, we'll see. All right. Into the cockpit. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on now. Look at this. Is this not pretty dang good? I mean, to me, this is bordering on current levels of generation sim. All right? I think it looks pretty good. Now, the sounds go on top of it. They look really good. So, no, and don't use the airside service. Okay, well, I don't know why. So weight and balance on this thing is funky. I've just done some test weights, and we're just going to go with that. Can I just cancel ground services then? I don't know why I can't connect the jetway. So I'll just cancel it. All right, I'll just cancel ground services, Gus. You're trying to saboteur me already. I don't know how to connect the jet bridge. I have payware scenery, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead, and I've already got that set. GPU's connected. I'll let you guys and gals listen to the sounds. Make sure the sounds are up. Again, new sim, so sometimes the sounds get a little bit wonky, but let's just power it up here. Okay. All right, not bad. Not bad, chat. We'll get that armed. Let's go ahead and get the logo lights on. We'll get that into steady. We're going up to flight level 360. So I noticed I updated my WinWing, and I'm not getting a speed window in my MCP, whatever they call this thing, my SimApp Pro. I don't know why that is. I was, and then I updated SimApp Pro. So I'm going to reboot SimApp Pro. But I don't know why this happened. It was working flawlessly. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. My SimApp Pro, my FCU, does not give me the speed window. So it doesn't have that right there. All right. But my FMC works flawlessly. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So my WinWing cam, I got everything. I got this, but I don't have speeds in this window. Maybe somebody has an idea how to fix that. But we got the FMC working, ready to go as well. I'll hide the FCU for now. We'll just leave the FMC open, and let's go ahead and power this sucker up. So first and foremost, we're going to come down from the top. We're going to get you into line nav. Boom, boom. We'll come on down here. That can stay off. Those all stay off, off. I'm going to put you on standby. We'll put you on battery power, so make sure we're not discharging. We are on ground power. That looks good. Those are all powered up. We're going up to flight level 360. A's on, B's off just for wing nut. Landing altitude is sea level. We'll leave it at 0. And we can get the window heats cooking here. We'll leave the probe heats off. APU bleed is off. And packs can come off, I guess, for right now. We don't have any bleed air. We'll clear that out. I'm going to get the main panel backlighting going on here. A little background low, a little bit of this. Get a little bit of this. That way my FMC brightens up. Gotta love it. Alright. I'm going to hide this preview over here. Alright. We're not going to do any ATC or anything like that. We're just focusing on the airplane and flying the bird around. So with that, I'm going to mess with the weight and balance, right? This is how we got to do this. Payload. All right, so we're going to go to fuel. I don't know how to change fuel. So what we will do is we'll go here and we're going to load it up. Al Loper, that's what I did. So I updated it and it stopped working. Oh, well, what did you know? It's working now, Al Loper. Disregard. My IIS window is working. It is working. Disregard. I love it. Let's go ahead and just split the difference. We'll go 8 and 8. We're going to go 15 and 15. No? Okay, fine. We're going to go 36. We're going to go 30. 30. 30. Got something in my eye. And then as far as cargo, I don't know how we're going to split this, so we'll just split the difference, 2,500 pounds in each. Alright, payload total of 3,000. Sausage party. Click in the blue to type fuel amount, and then call fuel truck, Gus says. Alright, stand by. Click in the blue. Oh, fuel. Okay, thank you, Gus. Actually, we might be pretty dang close to what we need. Our fuel requirement today is 12.3. So I'll tell you what. Let's just take. Let's try that. Let's try 14. And then we'll go here and then go to ground services. Where's the fuel truck at? I remember seeing that fuel truck. Call the fuel truck. Alright, fuel truck is being called. We'll make sure we get the fueling. Let's go ahead and get the FMC working here, which is absolutely one of my favorite things to do now. We're out of date. I know that. I don't know how to update X-Plane 12, so it is what it is. We're going to take GPS left. We're going to put that over here in the IRS position. And I don't know if you want to follow along on both screens. We'll do it like this. No sim brief, so we're just doing it the old school way. Phoenix to LAX tonight. $3,000. Wait, what did I do for fuel? I put 30,000 tons? No. Did I really mess up the weight, Bills Mafia? I don't believe you. I think you're trying to saboteur me. Departure arrivals. Departure. Let's take a look at the Phoenix weather. Wind's calm, so we're going to blast off. I tell you what, let's blast off of 8 because it'll be a cool turn in the sunset. So we're going to do runway 8 in the sunset. It'll be a long taxi out. That's fine. Runway 8, and we filed the Keynes 3 Wolverine transition. So we don't even have a Keynes, do we? Yeah, we have a Keynes 2. We'll take it out to... I'm going to have to fix this. Harbor. And then activate, execute that. I'm going to come back. I'm going to have to modify this here. After Harbor, we're going to go to Eastwood for the Hollywood 1. Alright, LA. We're going to plan. Let's plan. There's no in and out. The scenery in LAX, does it have in and out? If it does, we'll change runways. Right now we'll plan for ILS 25 left, Hollywood 1, and we'll take it off the Circus, and we're coming off of Eastwood. Execute that. Go to the legs page, and let's step through this flight plan here. We'll go plan mode. Zooming out a little bit. Okay, I do have payware LAX, so we might see the in and out. Harbor, let's see. Sivu. I'll tell you what, let's go from Nelly. Let's take the arrival. Let's fix our arrival. LAX arrival. Hollywood 1. And Eastwood is fine. 25 left. Sivu transition is what I want. There we go. We figured it out. Now we connected it. Sivu transition. That looks good. Route page is done. Perf and knit. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll copy over gross weight 144.7. Reserve fuel, we're taking 2,000 pounds. Cost index will be 75. That looks good. Cruise flight level tonight is flight level 360. That's in the box. We'll execute that. N1 limit. We're not going to do any D rates. TO1 26,000 pounds. Takeoff. We'll do flaps 5. Flaps 5. CG 26.9, which is 4.5, gives us 136, 138, 147. We'll dial in 147 here in our ethos. Gotta love it. While I'm looking at it, let's get the FCU up, and we'll go flight director, the LNAV, VNAV off the ground. And we'll leave the auto throttle off. 7,000 is set. Don't use the CG. Use the one on the weight and balance page of the EFB. Weight and balance page of the EFB, he says. Takeoff weight CG 26.9. It matches, Gus. That's the one. This is what I've been doing. I've done 3 takeoffs and everything's been legit. So I'm not going to mess with it now, Gus. I think I'm going to be okay. My only concern now is the fuel is a little off. Oh, it will change when I defuel? Well, where is this fuel truck at? All right, let's go back to the map page. Zoom you back down. The altimeter here at Sky Harbor this morning. 3004. Or this morning, this evening. 3004 is set. Let's go ahead and get one fuel tank pump on and get the APU up and cooking. Crickets are coming out. Turk in the U.S. is here. What's going on, man? I just spilled my coffee over myself. Dude, tell me this doesn't look better than Full Flap Sim. Oh, shh. Full Flap Sims 2020 stream. Ooh, that sounds good. I might have made a slight error in the title of this video. I'll change it. I thought it was Boris Audio. I think it's Boris's friend that did the audio to this. No, there is no mods other than the CSS or CLCF, whatever the hell. It's the level up, not CSS. Will your Moza profiles work with the AY210 yoke base? No, Jeremy. It will not. I mean, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty dang good. All right, so we got our APU is up and running. Just about. We'll wait for the EGT to come down. I know, bare metal will never be top, man. It's so good. Not yet. I'm going to wait for the light. I love the click sounds. They're very tactile. All right, so we're on APU bus. We'll go ahead and disconnect from the ground power. We'll clear that out. We'll come over here. Let's go back to ground ceviches. We'll disconnect the GPU. And I'm not sure, Gus, about this fuel thing happening. Fuel on board is 18.9 still. I think we're going to take 18.9. We're going to take a little extra fuel. I don't know where the fuel truck is. Listen to the fuel pumps. Pretty good. Go to the thing and do... I thought I did start flight leg, Gus. That's fine. We'll take the extra gas. I'm not going to mess with it. We're going to take the extra gas. It's fine. So we'll leave it as is. We can go to the Avitab airport page. Yeah, the wing view looks pretty good, man. And then we will go back, departure, Keynes 3. All right. Oh, what the heck? Keynes 3. All right, that looks good, and that looks good. We're going to taxi down runway 08. Okay. Why would I update the FMC? No, we're going with 18.9. I'm not messing. I'm not listening to Saboteur Gus over there. We will just squawk 2,000. Put you on altitude for now, and let's go ahead and get a PA going.
Gentlemen from the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here to get you on your way momentarily. I want to thank you so much for your company and business. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Again, welcome aboard.
Not bad. All right, well, look at the flap. Look at that flap view, man. You're telling me this doesn't? I mean, this looks better than the Max. This wing view looks better than the iFly Max. I'll be honest with you. Look at that. I've already hit start flight leg 10 times. It doesn't do anything. So start flight leg is dead to me. Turn the background down a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and get them out of here. Let's go ahead and get the anti-collision light on. Let's go ahead and get the APU bleed on. Let's go ahead and get all our fuel tank pumps on because I'm not listening to you saboteurs. We'll get the yaw damper on. APU gen. We're not charging anymore. We're looking good. All right. With all that said, we're ready. Have I enabled the G-load camera? I have not. I have not. I don't like my head bobbing around. I will for landing, though, or for replay mode if you want. But let's go ahead and get better pushback going here. I think I already planned it.
Please show me where you want to go.
I'll tell you what. Bring me... Oh, yeah, bring me on the middle line there. That way we can pick out... If I go over here, we'll be touching tips, and then we'll clip this guy's tail. So put me on the blue line. Right there.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
The whole plane looks better than PUBG. How'd your last flights go? Man, that was slap in the face. They both got canceled, dude. I couldn't believe it. We'll talk about that in cruise, but never in my 10 years has that happened. Have I had an entire turn cancel on me the night prior? And not only did it just cancel, they just released me. So, like, instead, sometimes if they cancel, they'll put you on like a call out, like almost like reserve. And I might get another trip. No, they just released me with pay. So I was extremely disappointed. Wife had bought tickets, and we're all ready to go. Super excited. Beautiful day for flying. Wasn't weather related. Wasn't airplane related.
All
I don't know
doors
why
and
they did
hatches
it.
are closed.
No idea.
Ready to connect.
Audio checklist Lewis script? No. I ain't got time to put Lewis scripts and nonsense in here. Just fly the airplane. True Blue Lou, thank you for the $10 super chat, my friend. Says, didn't get to donate on your Spirit stream. Thanks for the 1 year of entertainment and knowledge. Looking forward to many more, my fellow Cowboys fan. Hey, we got a big game tonight, True Blue Lou. It's feast or famine tonight. We shall see. I got to have, I'm drawing a blank on the running back. Williams and Bam Knight for both teams. I need both running backs to have career nights so I can beat Bill's Mafia and his scrub tight end who scored a world record high points plus an extra TD in overtime. Makes me sick, Bill's Mafia. I hope Josh Allen loses every other game but still scores 50. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and break the release. Let's go.
Starting
TV flight, no
and you
reason.
may start engines.
None. I have no idea. I wish I had a reason, dude. I have zero reason why it canceled. And I didn't even know. My wife told me. So she went to go put the kids to bed, and she came back downstairs. She's like, why is my flight canceled? I'm like, what are you talking about? And sure enough. Oh, look at this. This is why we're in X-Plane. Bare metal cannot be beat. If this flight goes well, we might do some more night flights in X-Plane. What are some other bare metal liveries on the 7.3? Eastern? What are some bare metal liveries that are available on this level up? That's a better question to ask. Is XP looking good? Am I blind? Turk, it's looking a hell of a lot better than Full Flaps is. Aero Mexico, US Air. Okay, we're gonna go into the sunset. Do you guys want to see a little bit more of daytime here before we, like, you want me to go back to sunset and fly in tonight, or do we just let it get dark? It's up to you. Because daytime bare metal is pretty hot. I'll tell you what. We're going to do the whole flight at night, Seth. But I want, for takeoff, I kind of want to take off at sunset. So I'm going to wind it back just a hair here. Just a hair. We're going to still leave it so the lights are on. Kind of like, look at that. That's, yeah, see, now we get the ants. Ants got to go. Somehow they got to get rid of these ants. If they get rid of the ants, I would fly this airplane a lot more. Or I would fly the sim a lot more. But they got to continue to work on the ants.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Park brake set, clear disconnect, show me the pin out front.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Let's go ahead. Grounding 2. That's pretty good. WolfAir did the sounds. I mean, these are great sounds, dude. Really, really good.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
Put your
Hand
clothes
signal on
on,
the right.
put your uniform
We'll
on,
see
and
you
watch
next
your last
time and
stream
have
with
a
the
safe flight.
closure, and that'd be something. Wouldn't that be something? All right, let me do outside view for the next start. Look at that engine model. Will it save that view? Oh, it doesn't save the view. Oh, that's, I thought it would save the cockpit view. That's mid. All right, here we go. Or outside view. Grounding 1. Oh, we forgot to isolate and ventilate. That's all right.
Confirmed B9 is flying for America Airlines. Unfortunately not the best like United Airlines.
I didn't even hear that. Was that? I don't have any alerts on. I heard the bank angle sound. All right, 2 good starts. We got actually fuel config. I forgot we have center tank fuel. So Gen 1, Gen 2, that's coming on. That's off, on. Boom. Boom. It's only 30C in here. That's about realistic. That all looks good. 360, that's going back to auto. And APU can come off. Boom, boom. We're going to set flaps 5. Aero Mexico hot and high. Yes, Gus, that'll be the next one. We'll do a night flight. Maybe we'll go LAX to Mexico City nighttime in a bare metal Aero Mexico. If we can hit 300 likes on the stream, we'll do it. Look at that flap. That is 10 times better than iFly. 10 times better than iFly. Give me a second, guys. I need to fix my alert box. I heard the bank angle check go off. So whoever that was, thank you. I appreciate that for the bank angle check. I don't know anything else other than that. Give me 1 second. Virtual United pilot, thanks for the $5 bank angle check, man. Confirmed V1 is flying for American. Unfortunately, not the best like United Airlines. Wouldn't you like to know, my friend? Thank you for the $5 bank angle check, man. Appreciate the support. All right, I got my alert box at least, I think, working now. Maybe. We shall see. But all right, let's see. That's all done. One thing I have noticed, though, we gotta be very careful. So the Bruner will disconnect from the sim anytime I open up settings. So we got to be very careful. All right, we are connected. Flight control check. That looks good. We are flaps 5. Brakes released. RTO. Takeoff config check. Takeoff config is checked. And let's go ahead and go. Taxi lights on. Here we go. I have no tiller. Oh, it's on run. I gotta fix that. I mean, that looks pretty freaking good. My eyes are deceiving me. N1 bearing, how my beloved Joe Plains. You ready? Here you go. That sounds good. Let me fix my nose wheel steering here. It's on, I go home, I gotta go to settings, hardware, and I need to put nose wheel steering on, Bruner hardware on, yoke auto center off, virtual yoke only, yes, or no, I forget. Sync hardware throttle off, auto throttle, engage throttle lock, yes. These all got reset, huh? That's weird. Alright, done. We should. Yep, we got nose wheel steering now. Here we go. I'm still not flying X-Plane 12, but this beats Zebo on looks and sounds. Andre, that's why we're in it, man. The Zebo, I know it's an amazing, alleged amazing systems and everything else, but it just looks like 2010, so I can't do it. I want to have some visuals when I sim. Look at that. How do you save the config? Ah, that's what I'm doing wrong, Sarah R. I'm not hitting save. Alright, we're going to take it all the way and make a left turn, and we'll go all the way down. Is there a terrain radar on this? Doesn't appear. You could take this airplane and the Zebo and combine them. That would be really nice. That would be really nice. The sun's in our eyes. I gotta remember all these cameras here in X-Plane. Ah! A little hard to steer. Do you need a terrain radar add-on? Super sensitive. I might have to adjust that. I have a hard time believing it takes 30% N1 to roll, so that's probably a complaint of fellow simmers. Let's go ahead and get the transponder on TARA. TARA 2000. Alright, we got 080, 7000 is set. We got 147 on the speed. Auto throttle is off, flight vectors are set normally. Oh, I also have the magnetic disconnect switch for the auto throttle, but I don't know how to bind auto throttle disconnect in X-Plane 12. For some reason it doesn't work. No matter what binding I use, I can't disconnect the auto throttle. So if you know what the auto throttle disconnect push button is, what this button is in bindings, let me know, because it's pulling my hair out. Look at the grime behind the slat. I love that look there. I wish this livery had the little stripes on the winglet there, but it still looks pretty good. I looked for AT disconnect. I have autopilot, auto throttle, disconnect, all those bound, none of them work. Left AT is what it's called? Alright, I'll have to look for that before we get down here. That looks I mean, come on, that looks pretty good, does it not? Nope, no frame gen. I don't use any frame gen. Yeah, so I have to keep adding thrust. I don't believe that. I like how you can barely see the buildings through the sunset over there. What do I think about X-Plane 12 scenery? Well, this is a payware Fenix that I bought in 2020, so you tell me. I mean, it's hit or miss. Like, some sceneries look good. Wait till you see at night, though. I mean, like, all of this out here, this still looks like 2009, the trees, the 2D trees and all that. But what's impressive to me, though, is seeing how the cockpit looks and the model looks in the level up. That gives me hope. Because all the other aircraft that you have, Flight Factor, Towless, I heard the Flight Factor 777 is good, though, but I don't have that one. So excluding the Flight Factor 777, but all the Towless airplanes, all the other Flight Factor airplanes, visually, even the Dash 8. I mean, the Dash 8 looks pretty good, but I still think this looks better in terms of texture quality in the sim. This looks 10 times better than Wingnut's stream on the wherever the hell he was out there in the desert, middle of no man's land. Remember, we're going for 300 likes on the stream if you want a night flight, pure night flight, LA to Mexico City in Aeromexico bare metal. We can do that this week if we get 300 likes on this stream, so I wouldn't mind doing that. That sounds fun. Maybe I'll bring Full Flap Sim on board to talk me through some stuff. We're going to taxi to LA, Dave Cat, yep. Rail Cowgirl, wait till you see nighttime. Sunset is still, I mean, it's okay. This is pretty good. I will admit this is pretty good. Nighttime is, I will argue, as good. Maybe, I'll say as good as 2024. Airports look better than 2024 in nighttime. So when we fly into LAX, as long as the custom scenery that I have isn't all jacked up, it will look better than flying into LAX in 2024. With max settings, pretty much. I mean, it's the night lighting around the airports and stuff is phenomenal at X-Plane 12. There is no doubt about that. All right, we're holding short here. Winds are calm. I want to see if I can bind. Man, I'm not going to worry about the auto throttle bind yet. We'll deal with that in cruise. All right. I love the sounds, man. I've just missed the bare metal. Oh, look at the shadow of the tree on the nose. That's gross. All right. Wow, look at the shadows moving. Interesting. All right. Let's go flying.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay. Do I have to close my own door? Here we go. Auto throttle switch is armed. I love doing that with the FCU. Well, I guess I should bring the FCU up online. Maybe I'll move the FCU up here. There you go. FCU, what is it? An EFIS? MCP? What the heck is it called, Phantom? What's up, Phantom? Good to see you, man. MCP. Thank you. Listen, it's been a long time in the Airbus, all right? MCP. All right. We are straightened out. Let's flip the camera around. Yoke cam is engaged. Let's go. Little nose forward on the stick. Spool them up 40%. Toga. Oh, I love that. All right.
Knots.
Russ said.
V1, rotate.
That thump of the nose wheel coming up was awesome.
Wasn't great.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Fly with. Oh, those lights look gross. the nose. See, with this profile, it hand flies really freaking nice, guys. Flaps 1. I mean, it hand flies so nice, but I know the flight model is not very good, according to you Boeing drivers. But what I'm saying is, with the Brunner yoke, the way I can trim it out is just great. Flaps coming up. Hey, Captain Canada, what's going on, my man? Dude, I saw you building a brand new PC the other night. That is sweet. All right, flaps up after takeoff checklist. That's going off. Off. For N1 LNAV VNAV speed. We'll just hand fly it here. Now I know the flight model is supposedly not very good. I'm gonna turn my sounds down a little bit. So I don't know like power performance. I feel like the airplane is really overpowered, or there's just not enough drag, but I have no idea. I don't fly the 7.3.
1,000 to go.
Let's go ahead and just keep climbing. Get my throttles out of the way here. Takes a long time to spin in 360. There we go. 36,000 is set. 220 in the turn here. Yeah, see, I mean, 20 degrees to maintain 220 knots. 15 degrees? I don't know. But still fun. Tell you what, let's go legs page. Let's go direct to Oakley. Execute. Now we'll accelerate 250. There's 10,000 feet. Oh, you can't like... Another flyby. Sounds are really good. All right, we're at 10,000 feet, climbing to 360. We're speeding up to 322 now. 322. But I mean, you see how the yoke is moving? I don't know, Wingnut, if you're still here. I feel like my yoke inputs feel very believable. But again, that's the benefit of having force feedback. You can make any airplane feel good. Whether or not it's performing as it should, that's still up to the developer. Nope, not free ortho streaming, man. We're gonna do this at night. It's gonna be a night flight, so we're gonna be looking at all the night lights. LAX should be really pretty. Hopefully the clouds clear out. It was pretty hazy. I don't know if it's gonna clear up or not, but the ceiling was still, I think, around 2,000. So we should be able to get those. See, this looks almost like iFly-ish. 2D. But I gotta hand it to you, man, for a free 7.3. It's textured better than some paywares that we have in 2024. The 800's okay. The 6, 7, and 9 are the ones that are turbo screwed up, says Wayne, as far as flight modeling goes. All right, well, we'll stick to the 800. We will stick to the 800 then. We're pretty much in a straight line here. I'm going to go ahead and engage. Whoa, the autopilot. That's a Brunner thing right there. That was on me. It's a Brunner thing. Autopilot's re-engaging. Maverick's re-engaging, sir. That's a Brunner thing. So in order for the autopilot to stay engaged, I have to disconnect the Brunner, and that's what happens. But that's all right. Trade-off, right? Maybe Team Vodka can get a Bruner profile for this. All right, 16, climbing 360. We still have a few pounds in the center tank. We'll burn those out, get that to be 0. We'll wait for the caution to come on. I got a little overzealous there. I saw the fault lights when we were climbing out. Fly by. I mean, if you had a bunch of ortho here, I mean, I gotta be honest with you, for no ortho at all, that doesn't look, that's not the worst default terrain I've seen in my life. I forget, you have to forgive me, I forget how we used to bind wing views in X-Plane, where I could like get outside the airplane and bind the wing views. I totally forget how I got outside the airplane, so we're kind of stuck in the cabin. We'll do a cabin tour too when we get to cruise altitude. The cabin's pretty nice. Oh yeah, Vodka, send me the Zeba one you have, I'll give it a shot. Because the one I have, I modified your 727 one, and it still feels pretty good. I modified it a little bit, but the problem is my autopilot when I have to disengage it every time. There's 18,000 feet set standard. STDs are set once, twice, and thrice. Climbing through 18.7. At least our sun looks better than it used to. What made you choose to level up over the Zebo today, Captain Sim? Visuals and sounds. Visuals and sounds. Like I said, I loaded into the Zebo, and I was just going to go change my oil. Like, that's how motivated I got to fly when I loaded into the Zebo cockpit. It looked so bad. So it was either stream the level up or not stream and go change my oil. I would rather change my oil than fly the Zebo one. But anyway, Captain Sim, thanks for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Very immersive wind noise. It looked like negative alpha. I think we got real close to negative alpha. Works with Bruner yoke. Has to disconnect yoke to join autopilot, says Felix. Well, by works, I mean like the trim and everything works wonderfully. The trim moves with the airplane. The yoke moves with the airplane. The only problem is, and I think there's a setting, Felix, in here. I just haven't had enough time to mess with it, where I can tell the airplane to stop overriding my yoke input, or autopilot yoke input override. That's what I need. Matter of fact, is there a way to do that? I don't think so. That's the setting we need, is we need to disengage the yoke autopilot override. Don't let FD Flight Deck Sim hear about the Zebo takes. I mean, I would imagine Flight Deck to Sim will tell you that the level up looks better than the Zebo. It may not fly better, and it may not have the right systems, or as good as systems as Zebo. Nobody's disputing that. I'm just talking pure visuals. I mean, the cockpit. I mean, look at this. I think the cockpit is pretty dang good, man. Look at the overhead. I mean, that overhead, if I just had the stream like that, you might think we were in the PMDG of old in 2020. You would think we were in the 2020 PMDG. I think it's just as good, to be honest with you, that overhead. If they merged, it would be epic, yeah. What is goofy is Zebo gave Level Up permission to use this flight model and systems. Really, Wingnut? And they still didn't do it? That is kind of weird. Vodka, yeah. See if you could make your Zebo profile work with this, so I don't have to disengage the autopilot to engage the. Then I'll do that. I can actually, if you get it tweaked out, I can probably change profiles on stream, which is always a good thing to do, you know. But we're gonna need that because we're fast approaching 300 likes, which if we hit 300, we're doing Aero Mexico night flight, LA to Mexico City, maybe on Aveo Premium. I'm going to blow up 2 to 800 stuff if you don't get those center tank pumps off. The light didn't come on yet, did it? Oh, there it is. I know. Well, we're not flying over any Navy ships, Wingnut, so I don't know how we could blow up TWA 800 if you know, we're not over the water. They use the entire Zebo system, but the flight model's from a previous version. Okay, Gus. Okay, okay. I get you. Well, look, man. Having an NG right now has got me a little bit more excited. I'm so tired of flying Airbus series. I'm so tired of flying Max. The Max in 2024, I almost think it's taken a step backwards, to be honest with you. Like, for 2020 standards, when the Max came out, it was pretty good. We were all excited. We had the Max in 2020. Sounds are phenomenal on the Max. But the texturing leaves a lot to be desired, you know? Especially the wing slats. Some of the FMC stuff, I'm not even Boeing typed, and like some of the FMC stuff, I can't delete make a straight line and all that stuff. I don't know. Problem with the iFly's systems are awful. See, I don't know enough about 737s to say, hey, the 737 systems are awful or great. I just know, with my limited knowledge of the 7.3, I ran into a lot of issues. I ran into a handful of issues with the iFly Max that I have been told are sim bugs and not how the airplane should be doing things. So, Bo, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. You need to do a 1v1 with the default 330 on 2024 and X-Plane 12. Ooh, I remember doing that on Discord, guys. Take a look at that again. Supposedly, according to Threshold, Level Up is working on an update for the 800. Knowing, of course, the Max. All right. Douglas, what's up? Thanks for doing the stream, man. I just got back from walking the dog. Hey, Doug, so welcome on board, man. We're ready to sail into the sunset here. It's actually hurting my eyes. Since I want to play with the box, let's go direct eastward. I don't know why I love doing that. That's just so much fun. Fly with, or fly by, rather. Now, why don't we have that at Microsoft 2024? Come on. Shift S is sunglasses? Oh, what's up, Turks? Hey, we got our sunglasses on. I mean, that does help. So we got a HUD. We don't need a HUD in cruise, but sunglasses on. Thank you, Turks. I can't stand the Max for some reason. I love the older 7.3s, but they have a certain amount of glass in the cockpit. Yes, Prodigist, I think I'm with you on that. I think that's why I don't enjoy the Max from a simmer perspective as well. You know, as far as a passenger perspective, I think they're a little bit nicer, mostly probably because they're new airplanes. A newer airplane is nicer. Like the last Max I was on
1,000 to go.
was a Southwest Max, and it was pretty nice. Better than the couple of NGs that I flew to San Jose and back. But in the sim, I'm with you. I don't get motivated in that cockpit. It's just something about it doesn't seem like it belongs, you know? Now, that's just on a personal though. There's nothing. I mean, you may love the Max. It's almost like it's trying so hard to be a 7.8, but it just never will be. V1 is secretly having fun with X-Plane 12. I'll tell you what, Captain Simp, I actually am. I'm actually having some fun with X-Plane 12. I wish we had a livery with stripes there. Activate the G-load camera and cruise. Small bumps on the wing will be in sync. Let's do it. Internal views. Let's sit on the wing here. Well, I guess I gotta zoom away from the window a little bit, right? Oh, that looks pretty good, Gus. Subtle little turbulences. What's it look like in the cockpit? Are we still in sunglasses? No, there's sunglasses on, off. I guess I just don't like that camera mode when I'm cockpit mode. Because when you're in the cockpit, you don't see the airplane move around you, I don't think. At least, I don't know. Because you move with the airplane, I guess. I don't like it when I'm in the cockpit mode. You can turn it down, How do I modify the G-load camera? But, I mean, that looks pretty good there. If I back away from the window a little bit. Benny, I have no idea what my settings are. Remind me on the ground. We'll take a look at them when we get into LA. Atmospherics do look pretty good, Bills Mafia, don't they? Let's do a flyby. I mean, that looks pretty good. Turn it down. Let's go outside here. I mean, what's the slow flyby? Shift 1. That looks borderline Microsoft 2024. Watch this. Watch this as we go over the top of the airplane. One more. Tell me this doesn't look a little bit like 2024. Right here. That's real life. That is real life. What is it? Shift 6, lock spot. That's the one I like. It does not. It does. If you had ortho, I could see it. Wait till it gets nighttime. Wait till it gets nighttime. Is it going to get nighttime ever? What time is it? 0210. We're flying into the sun. Let's expedite it just a hair. There we go. That reflection off the nose there. I mean, that all looks pretty good if you ask me. I'm trying to find a good view here. We can kind of see it all happen. Right there. Right there. Contrasts are much more dramatic in X-Plane. Yeah, I would agree. You can adjust the intensity of the settings G-load on the settings menu accessibility. Okay. X-Plane has always been FSX Microsoft Flight Sim wannabe in terms of graphics. Giving off strong FS9 PMDG 7.3 vibes. Oh yeah. Does kind of look like a little bit of a FS9 vibe. I like this view better because the wings, you're not stuck. Like the airplane's not stuck to the camera. It's gotten better though. I mean, this is pretty good. We'll get the floodlight on. Eye adaptation does weird things in X-Plane. Take a seat on the jump seat. Not too shabby though. Shift S for sunglasses. We're in the turn. Flyby. Austin and Laminar have no interest in being compared to Microsoft. Yeah, they don't want to be compared to Microsoft, but I think the reality is, well, if they want to keep making money, they're going to have to compete somehow. Honestly, the chemtrails look way better in X-Plane 12. I'll give it that. I think if you had the same level of ortho streaming that we do in Microsoft. I know they'll never get that in X-Plane 12, but if they did, I think it'd be a lot more popular. Interior's where it all falls apart. Yes, especially Airbus Aston. And I've said this before. That's why we're in the level up right now, because this is one of the better graphical airplanes. This airplane cockpit and honestly model are somewhat enjoyable for me. You know, I look at the TOLUS. I love the TOLUS for systems, but the cockpit is just not it. The cockpit just looks awful. The Flight Factor Airbus looks awful. The Flight Factor 75, 76 look awful. You name it, they look awful. And it's kind of X-Plane's own. It's like a catch-22, right? You've made your sim compatible for all these versions, right? You've had from X-Plane 9 essentially all the way to 12 now, and you've done everything you can to make everything compatible. So all the airplanes that were designed for FS9, they all work, and there's no reason to spend time and effort into making them up to 2025 standards, because why would they? So that's kind of the problem when you make it compatible all the time. WolfAir, wait, what happened? Viewing why I'm the title, WolfAir. Oh, my bad. I thought you did part of this hot shot. My bad. I will fix it. I was led astray. But we possess the technology to change the title, Boris. WolfAir. Problem is I don't have enough space. WolfAir 737. Oh, look at that. 99 out of 100 characters. Save. Refresh your stream. It should say WolfAir 737 sounds. My apologies to WolfAir for not giving him the credit in the title, but I give him 100% of the credit in the stream because it does sound amazing. I was led astray by Gus. He told me. Gus is the one that told me. You get the Operation Enduring Stupidity patch this week from the Illuminati? I did. You know what? I actually had the patch ready to go on my bag. I was all excited, and I still can't believe they canceled that freaking trip, dude. I picked it up, and I was like, well, I'm not going to go to I had an opportunity to take a Cancun turn instead, but the Cancun turn, my wife wouldn't be able to come with me because I don't think she'd be able to clear customs in time in Mexico. She'd have to do that, and then she'd have to clear customs again in Dallas, which would have been fine, but I don't think she would have made the flight back to Dallas. So I stuck with the Tampa turn, and never in my career have I had the turn just cancel, released a day prior. It is very rare for me, call me lucky or unlucky, it's very rare for me to get just canceled flight and go home. I mean, I think the last time I had a flight straight up cancel on me was I was called in to do a repo flight that just never cleared maintenance, so they canceled it after I already showed up to the airport and sat around for an hour, and then I drove home. But very rare for me in particular to have a flight straight up cancel, and for the whole turn to just cancel a whole night prior with no weather, no mechanical, nothing. It's just like, what? Slap in the face, man. But it's almost symbolic in a way. It's like good riddance, you know? Like I really would have loved to do, you know, a flight with my wife and, you know, just enjoy being in the left seat one more time. But it's kind of ironic, or not ironic, that's the wrong word, but the last trip I did was a Cancun turn that I actually flew. And when I was in the process of doing that trip, driving to the airport, flying it, parking the airplane, coming back, in the back of my mind, I was like, what if this is my last trip at Spirit? And I was like, there's no way. I got a whole month left, right? I'm going to pick something up. I'm going to fly something else. But I kind of had that in the back of my mind, like, oh, this is the last time I drive in for a turn and yada, yada. And lo and behold, it turns out the last time I flew the Airbus was 9/25, I believe. 9/25. And it was a Cancun turn. Let me check. And that's it. Yep. Or no, I'm sorry. 26/27. 9/26/27. So I flew a Cancun turn on the 26th and the 27th. That was the last time I flew. Is the government shutdown causing TSA or controller issues? Captain McGee, like I said, I've been out of it for so long. I haven't been to the airport in a month that I really didn't notice any issues, but I did hear TSA in Houston was terrible. After the Houston game on Sunday Night Football, Houston, was it Hobby? We had like a 6-hour TSA wait line. We have a bunch of memos coming out for Burbank. I guess Burbank is uncontrolled half the time. So there are issues out there, but has it affected me? No, it hasn't affected me at all. But it's affecting a lot of other people that are flying. So I got kind of lucky on there. Was it Bush that had the 6-hour? Yeah, it's crazy, man. You will miss the raccoon way of flying, mostly during walkarounds. Yeah. I know, Gus. It's so weird, man. I still, it's day by day. Some days I'm totally fine with it. Some days I wake up in a cold sweat like, did I just screw this up? Should I have just waited it out? I can't believe I just, shipped in 10 years of seniority. But then I think of it long term, right? So what if nothing bad happens for 5 years at Spirit, right? What if they pull through? Okay, what if they do merge with Frontier? Great, okay. I'll be a little bit sad. But what happens 5 years from now when they close Dallas? You don't know that. I don't know Dallas is going to be here in 5 years. And by that time, the ship will have sailed to make a move, right? That's the problem. The ship will have sailed to make a move 5 years from now. So by making the move now, I can at least rest my head on, look, I know where I want my family's rooted. I know where I want to be long term. And the security in that is worth its weight in gold. If Dallas or, if Spirits had a different mentality of basing, I don't know. But just the way it's been run the last few years, I don't know. We were getting edicts this week for staffing issues at one point on Friday. 12 different airports were issuing them. Jeez. Was there a reason you didn't go for a direct entry captain role? I only learned about these. That's an invalid question, Aaron. But no, I know from outside the industry, you may hear that term, direct entry captain. That's a rare phenomenon, mostly at the regional level. Okay, so at the regional level of flying, there's so much turnover because guys and gals are getting hired by larger carriers. And with that much turnover, the first officers are not building enough time to upgrade to the left seat, because depending on the airline, you may have a 1,000-hour requirement or a 1 year on property requirement. But there are requirements that you have to accomplish, I guess, before you can be eligible to upgrade. And a lot of the first officers were not meeting those requirements, so now they're getting real thin on captains, because guess who's getting hired? It's the captains that get hired. A lot of them. Not all of them, but the PIC time, the captain time, is pretty valuable, right, for larger carriers. So generally, a lot of the captains are leaving. So what happens at the entry level, or regional level, is they will offer direct entry captain hiring, but that still means you're still bottom of the barrel as far as seniority goes. So like you'll be hired as a captain and you'll be paid as a captain, which is great, but the person in the right seat next to you is still going to be senior to you, and they're still going to be able to upgrade. And when they do upgrade, they're going to go above you. So your seniority is almost going to go backwards until you could naturally hold captain, as if you had started from the right seat, if that kind of makes sense. I think in Europe it's a little bit different. Well, I know it's different in Europe, so that may be kind of what you're thinking of too. But as far as a direct entry captain slot in the major airlines in the U.S., never going to see it again, in my opinion. I think we saw it briefly during, 2021, 2022. I know United specifically was doing it. There were guys in class that were getting captain slots in training, but there was still a requirement. So essentially, you were still in the right seat, but you were qualified to upgrade as soon as you filled the commitment on SOP. That was like 500 hours or however long it took to be eligible to upgrade at United. So there was a small window where that was happening. That's never going to happen again, at least in the foreseeable future. I don't see any reason for that to happen again at a major carrier. At the regional level, it's still possible. But yeah, as far as, if I could take direct entry captain, sure, I would love to. But that's not really a thing in the U.S. And when it is a thing, it's a sign of of bad times. So it does seem like quite common in Europe. I saw dedicated web pages for Ryanair and Aer Lingus. Yeah, Aaron, the whole way of European flying and airline stuff is completely different, and I'm very unfamiliar with it, so I'm not going to talk like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. But it's very different as opposed to being here in America. Trick says United was their old reserve system. Yes, complete garbage, and no one wanted to sit junior reserve in Newark. So that's a major factor. So to kind of piggyback off that, Aaron, what happens is when you get hired as a first officer, right, you're going to be on reserve. But typically, just like I said, guys are going to want to upgrade to captain when they can, especially when the senior captains are retiring. So the senior first officers are taking upgrade to captain, and they're holding a good schedule. Now, what happens is in this void, you'll have new first officers come in that can move up quickly, but they don't want to upgrade to captain because if they do, their quality of life is actually going to go down. They're going from right seat first officers with a decent schedule, getting the days off they want to get off, having some flexibility. And if they choose to upgrade, what'll happen is they got to sit at a base they don't want to sit at, whether they have to commute to it or not, specifically in the Northeast, like Newark, New Jersey. And you got to sit on reserve, and you're going to get used and abused by the company. So instead of doing that, they just sit in the right seat. And what happens is if they're sitting in the right seat and guys are retiring off the top, the senior captains are retiring, that means there's no natural progression of upgrades. That's when you get the perfect storm of, okay, now we need to get some new bodies in the left seat quickly. And that's when we saw that direct captain entry for a very short window of time. It's a sign of bad unions. Now, there are things that where, like, you can, there are some regionals where, like, you get hired and you'll get captain pay after so many hours, even though you're on the right seat. Just kind of depends on how everything is set up. But see, as we get into night mode, I mean, if I showed you that, come on now. That is pretty juice, is it not? November 921, November, Cell Cal called. Going to DFW. Love it. I love it. I really hope we hit 300 likes. If you haven't hit the like button, please do, so we can do a night flight, Aeromexico Bare Metal 7-3. We'll go LA to Mexico City. Straight up night flight. How is the level up? PAX, you know what? I'm having fun with it. As XP72 said, it's like there are fun airplanes, and then there are the really hardcore airplanes that you can have fun in. At this particular state of the airplane, I don't think it's hardcore simulated, right? Or hardcore good systems and flight model. However, I'm having a lot of fun in it. There's good sounds. My Brunner yoke makes the hand flying feel great. And it works with my Wing EFIS and FCU. I'm having a ton of fun with this thing here. I can't, no sponsor plug here at all. I bought these, with my own money, and just to try them out because I wanted something different, and I've been loving them. Adds a lot of fun to fly with proper controls than having to scroll with your mouse and right click and left click, and you get the right click bug, so I'm having a whole lot of fun with the level up, and I look forward to see what this new update, I guess Gus said version 3.0. Is there any update on that, Gus? Do we know when that's going to happen? I'm going to go ahead and get ready to descend via the Angel. We're already here. We got to get them in focus. Well, the problem is the brightness of the lights. I don't know what's going on with the camera. Is there like a certain amount of cameras you can only have installed? Because I tried getting a dedicated camera set up for the FMC, but when I do that, it just borks my whole computer, man. I gotta do some work on that this week. Have I tried auto ortho for X-plane? Nah. Oh, December or later? That's gross. All right, we're getting ready to start down, so let's go ahead and set up some of this stuff here. We're going to be flaps 40 into LAX 40 139. Final approach course is going to be 251. We'll dial these in here. What's the point of bare metal at night? Well, we don't have to see the ortho. That's why. I mean, it still looks good. Look at that. We'll do a sunset. We'll do like we did on this flight. We'll leave at blue hour. All right, 251, 251. 1099 is the ILAX localizer. 1099. I can't believe Boeing drivers still have to tune in their radios. It's unbelievable. 1099. 251 is set. I'm going to step through this. We'll put you in plan mode. Put the data on there. And let's go ahead and step through this here. Avatar, day, wide up, Nelly, Sivu between 1, 4, and 12. Crane all the way down, and then we'll be on the approach. So technically, real world, they probably clear you right about now for the approach. So we could set could set 3600 for Honda right now. Let's do that. $3,600 is set, and I'm going to turn off the G-shake camera because I feel like I don't like that when I'm in this view. All right, 3600 is set. Get rid of you. Go back to plan mode. I can't wait for my little, what's this, EFIS? What is this called in the Boeing? So MCP, is this, what is this? This is not an EFIS and FCU. This is a MCP and shunting. All right, so that's all set up. A little bit of flood lighting.
Gentlemen, once again, it'll be a flight deck here on our descent. Seatbelt signs. Go for our route. Ultra up and bow. Please turn your seats, fasten your seatbelts. Still showing well ahead of schedule. Thanks again. So you have a nice week. Here very shortly.
Love it. What's going on? Why Plane 12? Who hurt you? PMDG hurt me. Don't engage the two autopilots unless shooting an autoland. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to just fly. I'm going to hand fly. Oh, we never did get to complete our cabin tour, huh? Real quick, we'll run through the cabin. Look at this. I mean, textures are great here. What is this, like the little threshold sign? I mean, textures are great in this cabin. Yeah, a little bit flat here, obviously, right? But hey, if you're going to save perf, that's fine. But as far as the seats are concerned, 100% acceptable texture-wise. Gotta get used to moving the camera around. Shoot. The sounds are really good. AJ Funai, what's up, man? I was wondering if you were going to stop by. We're in X-Plane 12, and we're having fun, dude. Not only are we in X-Plane 12, we are having fun, and we are enjoying it. Flyby time. When Tolus 319 stream? Never. Never. I'm done with Tolus and X-Plane, unfortunately. Now, I look forward to the Tolus 340 and Microsoft. Tolus and, what the heck they're called? Not Just Flight. Tolus and Flight 1 software people. If the MCP is for mode control panel, that logic is the EFIS control panel? I don't know. Aerosoft. Yeah, Aerosoft. Thank you. All-day meetings. Thanks, AJ, for $3 super chat. Open the cockpit door. P&G can't. We can open the cockpit door. We can close it. Closed and locked. We can't open the jump seat, though. We can't open the jump seat. But look at this. Look at this blue hour here. And X-plane showing out. X-plane blue hour showing out. Nabil, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I'm hopeful the delay of the 7324 means a total ground-up rebuild to 777 standards. I hope so too, Wingnut. You know, their picture that they posted looked pretty impressive, and I feel like if they were just porting over what they had in 2020, I feel like they would have done that already. I think something special is coming. The dome light is to the right of the IRS, if you're one of those weird dome light. No, I am not. I'm not a dome light guy. We should juice up that panel. A little dome light action. I mean, you got a point here with the X-plane night lighting. It looks great. It looks good to me. All right, we're way high on profile. Why is that? Why are we so high on profile? Cebu is between 12 and 14, and we're 3,200 feet high and climbing. $27 months, Nabil. Oh no, 21 months, Nabil. Thank you so much for the support. He says, what comes first, 24 months or 7.5? 24 months support will come first, Nabil. What's up, man? Hope all is well, dude. I'm not in VNAV path. I'm in VNAV speed. Oh, I should have been in VNAV path. Speed. We're still at idle, so we could speed up a little bit. $2,300 feet high, but we're getting close. Ooh, is it hazy out there? What's going on? Oh, the weather just loaded in. Thank you, X-plane. So much for my night lights. What comes first, be getting my 2-year badge or V1 winning in fantasy? Season's not over yet, Biz Mafia. It's not over yet. We're just in a rut, okay? We're in a little bit of a rut right now. Above 14,000, I think we're doing good. We're catching up. We're 1,900 feet. We're 10 from Cebu. We're supposed to be at maximum 14, so that's 15 miles. We're still high, but we're catching up. We might get it. I've got boards full open, Wingnut. Ain't my first rodeo. All right, coming through. What is the weather in LA? Altimeter is 3005. All right, 3005 is set. Oh no.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Ew, why are those lights so bad? 600 feet high now. We're catching it. We're catching it, chat. That's such a cool view, though. You have Aubrey tonight? It's over. Dude. You think Cowboys are going to score that many points? I'm getting 30 from both running backs. And I still won't have enough, so yeah, it's probably over. The original model was done for X-Plane 11, so light effect is overdone. To provide support for the folks that never update. And there is the X-Plane problems in a nutshell. We're getting ready to go through the haze. Outside air temp is plus 17. No need for engine anti-ice. If you fill out the descent forecast page, it helps the VNAV. Descent forecast. Let me go here. Econ path descent forecast. Oh, I didn't fill it out, but it's it is here. I have it, but I don't know how to fill it out. I should have done that. Descent winds request. Crash my sim. I'll be pissed, winged it. Coming through 10K. Let's get them all on. All right. I'm going to take over the speed. We're going to just maintain 250 FMC speed. 250. 250. Starting to see the lights down there. I'll tell you what, let's get this descent quicker so we can see the lights faster. Not necessarily realistic here. We're going to do a flight level change down to 4,000 feet here. We're going to get below the path. We're going to hustle down because I want to get below these clouds so we can see more night lighting. Kind of below this haze layer here, so we're going to hustle down. Laminar changed the file system for X-Plane 12 to change how colors and things are rendered. This was supposed to make X-Plane 11 seem more 11. Oh, it made X-Plane non-compatible. Okay, so I see. So that's kind of what we were talking about earlier. Is the sim has done so many things to make it. The Laminar has done so many things to make everything compatible for so long. Now the devs just want everything compatible, and no one wants to update anything. And now we have stuff that doesn't work, and you get lights that look like this, right? So, come on, where are we at, devs? LA to Phoenix. It's only 3 o'clock though. Should we go back to Phoenix to build? It's not fully nighttime yet. Maybe we should do the return leg. Can I do a turnaround without the sim crashing? Or do I have to reload? Oh, we did hit 300 likes. You guys are fantastic. Looks like we're doing Mexico City. How fast can we get back? What time do I need to get back by? Because what time is the game? Probably, is it 7? Also, what's going on with YouTube TV and this contract dispute? It's pissing me off. 7:15. It's only 3. We might be able to. We might be able to go back on the return leg all at night. We'll just keep the time as is. We'll do 100% nighttime return. Second leg, you're in, John. 20-minute Ryanair turnaround. I think we can do it. What the hell? Let's go back to Phoenix. Wow, look at this view. There's LAX. A little aggressive on the LAX there because my lights are still loading in. I should be able to. I wish I could load that all the way out. Then that would look good. But if I could load this all the way to the coastline, that would look epic. Alright, we're going to hustle down the floor, then we're going to slow down.
How's it go?
Do the second leg, you need time on type. Alright, next to you, we'll do the second leg. What the hell? I think we can turn and burn. I wish I had a modern livery. It takes modern back. Since somebody's offended that we're doing bare metal at night, which I kind of agree. 210, please. Coming all the way back. Honda's at 3600. Dialing 36. Vertical
How's it
speed,
go?
because I like playing with buttons. Vertical speed 700. Flaps 5. I need to turn the cabin lights off. Bill's Mafia, it's real life, dude. Energy management to LAX, until you get experience doing it, it tends to be fairly common. Because they keep you fast, then they say slow down.
We're about to begin our descent. Please return your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
Alright. We V-loc it or just hit approach? V-loc, approach. Loc, glide slope is armed. We're 180, flaps 5, single channel. That's good. And guess says it's on here. Ground services. Cabin lighting. Takeoff and landing. Oh yeah, now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, we're flying this. We're doing a return leg. This is so fun. We're on the Hollywood rail. We're on the Hollywood. All right, 180 flaps 5. We got 3,600 is. We're at 3,600 feet. That's good. Missed approach is 2,000. Loc is captured. Now remember, when I re-engage the autopilot, we're going to get a little bit wonky here. Because the airplane's going to do some weird pitching things, most likely. Alright, glide slope capture. We'll set missed approach out to 2,000 feet is set. Just maintain flaps 5, 180 on our approach in here. Auto brake 1. Look at that. That looks pretty good, yeah, this one. Oh, we're losing it to the fog.
2,500.
Alright, VAP's going to be 139. Gear down. All right. Let's disconnect. Hold on, watch my magnetic auto throttle switch. This is the best part, but I don't know how to bind it. That is so cool. Alright. Flaps 15. With a bird. Flaps 25. Weird pitch up moment there. I think that's what you guys were talking about as far as flight model. Flaps 40 coming in. I have the throttles 139. Runway's in sight. This is where it seems weird. Like I really got a nose down. Just that way high. Oh, that's not there. Correctly. Trim in the slot. There we go. All right. Speed brake. Ah. Gosh. Speed brake armed. It's not deployed, is it? No, it's slightly deployed.
500.
It's all right.
400. 300.
Rail sim. That night lighting looks spot on.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
I had almost full back pressure. Couldn't get any more flare out of her. It's a wing nut landing.
knots.
Manual brakes. Stow the reversers. Alright, we're clear here. Hold short of 2-5 right. Oh yeah, I need to put a curve on this tiller.
With us. We've enjoyed having you on board today and look forward to serving you again soon. Thank you and have a great day.
Those flaps are so real. Look at that. That looks really good. This isn't Payware LAX. We'll go ahead and cross here. Well, it's not even about that, about the flare. Like, I mean, full back pressure, I should be able to get some pitch up. Like, I was full aft. Even heard me click the trim in there. I shouldn't have to go full aft to flare. All right, we are clear. Let's go ahead and do our zooming simulator. This is the level up 7.3. Approach is where the level up falls apart, especially the 900. Really? Well, we'll take a look. We'll see how hard we smash. But, I mean, I was pulling pretty hard. I couldn't get any flare into it. Any more flares. It seems Slightly unrealistic. Yeah, see how fast my nose wheel moves? That doesn't seem legit. I was going to park here at 49 Bravo. I want to get my camera right. Do parking cam here. Thumper! Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Landing gear successfully tested. Yes, sir. Listen to that, though. Hold on, watch this. I'm going to stop. Listen. Oh, ERP. A little bit too late on the ERP. Or too long. Alright. Park brake is set. APU is available. And shut them down. Dome light. Let's get this on so we can see some things here. Alright, dome light's coming off. Beacon light is coming off. Oops, wrong one. Why is this zoom simulator, man? Golly, need to get that to stop. I used to think X-Plane was, or Microsoft was bad. Engine bleeds off. APU bleed can come on, I guess. So we can deplane. Fuel tank pumps are all off. And some belt sign is off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LAX. Need to dash. Thanks for the stream. See ya, Rail Cowgirl. See ya. Thank you for stopping by. Pretty neat little scenery here at LAX, to be honest with you. I haven't seen this in an X-Plane 12 in a very long time. Pretty cool. Not bad. Where's the LAX sign? Oh, there it is. The famous entry. I like it. Alright, let's take a look at our replay. Let's see if it crashes the sim. Alright, let's go to the cockpit menu. And does he have Wing FCU work? Yes, it does. I've been using it the whole flight, man. It's been great. Alright. Replay mode. Stand by. Pause it. I'm just going to click it here. Everybody waits. Everyone says this is superior. It is not superior. Ah.
500.
For you, X-Plane is much more enjoyable than Microsoft? Well, good. I'm glad you're enjoying X-Plane, man. I like this night flight here. Do you think the night sky is too bright in 24? No, I don't think so. I think the night's pretty good in 24. Depends on the moon, man. Some nights are really bright, some nights are pitch black, right? Oh, I forgot to look, Bill's Mafia. I know, Miles to Budapest. I wish we had Beyond ATC. Check close. See, I'm holding full aft. I was holding full aft on the rudder, aileron. Watch this. Fly over cam. Look at the reflection of the lights. X-Plane does the light reflection really good. I mean, it wasn't that hard, but it was pretty it was very flat. But I mean, I am yanking on that yoke. Watch it in slow-mo here. But I mean, there's no way. I mean, I had a full aft and I was trimming up. So like, I started to flare and then it stopped me. It stopped me from flaring. And then we almost three-pointed it. Maybe we should try flaps 30 next. We used to call a full moon a commander's moon in the Navy because all the senior guys get their light currency or their night currency on a super bright nights. Not a lieutenant to be found on this flight schedule. That's funny, dude. That's pretty funny. I bet that's got to be a trip, dude. Freaking pitch black night, landing on a carrier. Talk about illusions, goodness. I mean, that's pretty sweet. Don't try short field with the level up. All right, I won't. Landing rate was 261. 261 on the vertical stream. That was a 261. Right where we were supposed to, though. Alright, let's do a quick turn. Let's turn around and get out of here. Elevator looks to be neutral during the flare. I don't think it takes elevator inputs in the replay. I don't think it takes aileron inputs either. Nah, we don't have flap sounds either. No, it's not the telemetry for the force. It's just it's something with either the CG or I don't know. Maybe you got to be trimmed out. Yeah, see, the ailerons don't move at all. The ailerons and elevator don't move at all.
100. 50.
I like how our engines
40,
are off over here on the
30,
reflection.
20. 10.
All right. Should we turn around, head back? That was 1:30. What time did we go live? 1:30. Took an hour and a half. Let's go to Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas will be shorter. I don't have Phoenix scenery, but let's go to Las Vegas. So, do I just go all the way to here and will it resume? Alright, we're back, right? Can I shift G to talk? Why can't I get the jetway, Gus? Alright, we'll go back home. Let's go to ground services, GPU connect, set chocks. Now can I get jetway? I can't get jetway services. That's really unfortunate. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do on ground power, and let's go ahead and turn you off. Let me file this real quick. Old payware is not compatible? Really? I just downloaded it today. I just downloaded it today, though. I thought it would be compatible. Alright, let's go ahead and let me file a flight plan. Engines are still on? Nope. Engine's off. Everything's shut down. We're good. We're cleaned up. We are going to service. Oh, might we need SAM? That's the thing with X-Plane. You need 57 different plugins, man. Ain't nobody got time. Combine Shift G in settings. Let me try that real quick. I don't. I already see. I tried searching for Jetway. Service the airplane with Jetways. Doesn't appear to be working either. I think you need SAM. And now my Shift G menu won't work. That's alright. X-Plane is dead to me. Dead to me. Let me refile this real quick. New flight. Las Vegas at night will be pretty cool looking. There goes the APU shutting down. That's really good sound. Wow. Love your rage quits. Well, I mean, it should be that simple. You should be able to just bind Jetway and boom and have them go in, but nope. No such luck. All right, there we go. LA to Vegas. It's an hour 15 block. Cool. It's going to be like a 30-minute flight. Orca 5 Meissen, a rounders transition. Flight generated. Well, Gus, I mean, you're telling me the latest X-Plane 12 LAX scenery is not compatible because I just downloaded it for the stream. So it's got to be, it's up to date, man. It's up to date. All right, new flight and a vertical stream, and then we're going to get chugging away here. All right, LA to Vegas is in the box. Our flight plan is filed. Let's do a quick turn, Ryanair style. So let's go back to the init ref index. I guess we'll start over. Do we have to redo our position? I guess you don't, right? Everything looks good here. All right, route page. Let's go ahead and reload it up. LAX. This actually would be kind of cool if we can do a full-blown turn like this. LA to Vegas. Oh, rough landings. This one is this particular LAX. Hold on. SFD, Short Field Designs HD 2.0 X-Plane 12. That's what I have. Short Field Designs X-Plane 12. We're going to depart. I tell you what, let's do the taxi over there, see if we can see the in and out. We'll taxi 24 right for departure. And we're going to be, what was the route again? I've lost it. Orca 5 Meissen. Orca 5 Meissen transition, route, activate, execute. Departure arrival index of Vegas, ILS 26 left, 26 left, rounders 4 off of Meissen. Rounders 4, Bourbon, Meissen, execute. Gosh, I love having an FMC. Perf and knit, so we got to set that up next. This has us estimating takeoff weight 132 with 128 packs. So let's come over here to the jet bridge. Or jet bridge, whatever this thing is. I guess we can put the stairs out there. Extend the air stairs. Do we have air stairs? I don't think I have that model. No, I don't have the air stairs. We'll do medium. Fuel weight and balance. Landing rate, look at that. Approach rating poor. What is this? This scenery requires SAM. Oh, terrible. This is why X-Plane is dead. Approach rating poor. Unbelievable. All right, payload. Let's go ahead and drop some people off. Let's take 30. I wish you could just randomize this. 25, 15, and 30, that's fine. Payload, let's get rid of the, let's go 1,000 in the back. Lighten up the aft CG. Would you do a quick align, so off then back on, wingnut, within 5 seconds? Is that how you do a quick align on this thing? How are we looking on fuel? Right now we have 12.4 on board. Oh, I think we've got enough fuel. 12.4, yeah, we needed 12.0, so we've got through fuel. That's good. So that's all done. I'll come back over here. Oh no, I turned my mouse DPI up to 1,000,000. There we go, we're back. Gross weight, 131.6, 119.2. Reserves of, we'll just take 1,000 reserve. Cost index 55. Flight level is going to be 24, actually 26, actually 25 as we're going east, 250, execute. No derate. Flaps 5. CG 22.45 on the trim. 128, 138, 142. 142 there. We're going to be off runway 24, so we'll spin this in. Put the selectors to line, put in current GPS, then back to nav. They're asking me to do a lot. Init ref. Is it going to clear out all my stuff that I've done though? Wingnut. Index. Pause. Let's see if Wingnut. If you saboteur my stream, we don't have time to do another leg. So it's on Wingnut if this crashes. So to do a quick align, put the selectors to align, put in the GPS down here, and then we'll do it. Okay, so align, align. Do I do last position or do GPS left? Where do I put the position? Back to nav, back to nav. Put you. Oh, it didn't let me take it. It flashed and then went away. Enter IRS position. Oh, maybe it did it. It flashed and then went away. Like it gave me the option to put the position here and then it went away. So I don't know. Our route is in the books. That looks good. Takeoff is in the box. Speeds and weights are good. Everything looks good there. So we didn't do the arrival though, right? Oh no, we did. Yeah, we did everything. Shoot. Chat, we're ready to go. We're pro pilots. We'll go back to the V-Speed page. We'll get the APU up and running. And fueling is complete, so we'll just get all these on because we're getting ready to start up anyway. Now it is really nighttime. Even being modern, if it was done with SAM, you still need SAM. Yeah. That's why Microsoft is GOAT. That's why Microsoft is goated. Which is weird because default sceneries have movable gates, right? Ooh, rough landings. That would have been a good one. The old Southwest. I'll tell you what, man. I'm having so much fun with this actual airplane that we'll do more flights in it. I think we're going to throw this into rotation until we get PMDG. Because, yeah, we could do some Southwest ops, Aero Mexico ops. I wonder if there's an old US Air livery. All right, APU is up and running. Let's get you on bus. No, gosh dang, I keep looking like, God, this takes forever. Wait for the blue light. That's all good. We'll get you up. Smoke them out. Get some air to the cabin. Disconnect all that. And actually, these should be off, right? I don't know yet. I'll have to look that up. But that's all set. Cruise altitude reset you to 25. I'll set my top altitude on the FCU to 25 as well. We'll do some Pan Am Felis ops. Ooh. Thing with the Felis, I gotta take 2 days to study the airplane again, remember how to fly it. Alright, dome lights coming off. Actually, for push, probably be on dim. That way the ground crew could see us. Alright, so that's all set. Let's see. Let's get Flight Director 1, Flight Director 2, LNAV, VNAV off the ground. Speeds are set 142, 25,000, heading 246 is set. We are ready to go. Let's better pushback it.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I think they would push us onto the taxiway here. Real world. LAX. Probably push you onto the taxiway. And then you have to
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
So we get our transponder reset. Squawk 2000. It's on TARA. That looks good. Beautiful. Turn and burn, baby. Turn and burn. Better pushback is GOAT. I do agree, Douglas. You are 100% correct, my friend. Better pushback is GOATed. All right, we're really going to see some night ops now. True night ops. Thank you all for hanging out. I am surprised at the turnout for this X-Plane 12 stream, so pat yourself on the back. Thank you all for hanging out with me this evening. It's been a while. How you doing? Currently working on my MEI. Peyton Correra, fantastic, man. Congratulations on getting all the way up to MEI. That's a big one. Be safe. I do miss X-Plane's ability to just actually work with minimal fuss. That is true, Billy B16A, but I feel like
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
If you had, like, the way default jetways work, right? You know, just throw that in there, be ready to go. The biggest problem for me with X-Plane 12 was ortho and then plugins. The amount of plugins that you really should have if you want a lot of stuff working is kind of excessive, and you got to make sure everything's updated. I wish a lot of that stuff could be native. Like better pushback, I wish it could be native to the sim, so you wouldn't have to have a plugin, but that's no big deal. SAM, like we're talking about the jetway stuff, I wish that was all native, so you didn't have to get a plugin for that. You know, like the Gizmo mod for the sound thing up here, so you can adjust your sounds on the fly.
Connected
I
and
wish that was
bypassed in
native.
service. Release parking brake.
All right, stand by. Cockpit to ground. Let's go ahead and get the anti-collision light on. And that's all up, ready to go. Brakes released, clear to push. We're going to 2-4 right.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
All right. As soon as we get pushback from the gate, we're going to start them in the push. Maximum sounds. Shh, here we go. All right, packs off, AP bleeds on, grounding 2. You're absolutely right, rough landings. For plane, you can make it real plane if you want to, which is a good argument for against Microsoft, because Microsoft, you always have a ton of nonsense going on no matter what you do. Hit the fuel early. Yeah, I think the sounds are way above PMDG. The original ones for sure, man.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set, clear disconnect, show me the pin out front. Thanks.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Man, sounds almost sound better than Boris 7.3 sounds. Dang, those sounds are good. All right, he showed us the pin out front, hopefully soon. And when he does, we'll turn the dome light off. Flaps 5
disconnected
RTO.
and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
I don't know if you can see my yoke moving there. Flaps 5. Flaps 5 RTO is set. Waiting for the signal off the right-hand side here. Where's my guy at? Oh, there he is. He's showing us the pin. Beautiful. After start checklist. Boom, 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 boom. Forgot to isolate and ventilate again. That's in auto. Beautiful. APU's coming down. Takeoff config check. Let's roll. American 357 taxi 24 left. Via. Straight ahead, right turn. Golly, this is kind of, I don't know, man. I'm enjoying this a lot more than initially anticipating. What do you guys think? I mean, shoot, we got so many freaking likes. I think you guys are too, which is a shocker. I think we're all, I wonder if there's a combination of people that feel like me right now in terms of 2024. I'm feeling a bit of burnout with the planes that we have. Other than the Bonaire, the Bonaire and Bonanza, no, I love it. GA right now is peak for me in 2024. Absolute peak. I love it. But as far as the tube liners, I feel like everything is getting a little bit stale, you know. We got the A340, which is the newest thing, which is okay. But we don't have any NGs. We don't have any good Neos. Our Max is kind of Timu, you know. Kind of just a little bit burnt out right now. Who needs tube liners when you can have Duke? I know it. And I'm looking at some throttle stuff for GA flying too. X-Plane just needs to clean up a bit of the UI and, like you said, integrate 3 plugins, maybe even auto ortho. Oh, they'll never do that, but if they did, it would be, I'd be in it a lot more if they did what you said, Brinson. If they had those 3 plugins, your 3 base plugins, right? Better Pushback, GSX, or not GSX, but Better Pushback, SAM, or not even SAM, but just something to like allow you to work with all jetways and ortho. Dude, if we had all that stuff, it'd be head-to-head sim. Almost. What still holds it back are the devs in the airplanes. The airplane developers, I think, unfortunately, what's really holding it back, because you look at the models and the textures, they're very, very dated. Yeah, we need the 757, we need the A220, L1011. Like, I feel we're on the brink of 2024 getting more exciting, but right now I'm just kind of burned out. Crosswind, I know, man. They were. I was talking to them for to do a little partnership, you know, showcase their stuff on the channel, and they seemed very receptive, and then they just kind of ghosted me. Or maybe they had a change of heart. But I really wanted to test out that situation and then show it on the channel, because I think if I vet it, it would be pretty popular. Alright, we're going to make the turn here down to 24 left. I was kind of hoping that they were going to be at Expo Crosswind. I didn't see them this year. Golly, why is my nose wheel so stinking sensitive? All right, all the way down. We're not going to drive to LA. Let's go. I got a hard pull to the left. But the ground handling, I know. This is... See, Turk? You just solidify my point when I say a lot of this competition that people want to talk about between sims, it's really straight up to the developer. Because there are airplanes, just flight airplanes, Fenix airplanes in 2024 that have better ground handling than the best ground handling thing in X-Plane. But then there are some ground handling things in X-Plane that are way better than their Microsoft counterpart. It really comes down to the developer. That's really the difference now. Yeah, Parker. Well, I don't have rudders on. I'm actually using a tiller, and that's exactly what I need to do. I plugged in my tiller, and I didn't take time to tweak it, but I will. I'll tweak it for the next night stream, for sure. I just don't want to waste any more time in settings. Make sure my yoke is still connected. E1, E1 thoughts? No, I have no idea yet. No idea, my friend.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
American 357. 25 left. Clear for takeoff. Or 24 left. The lights at the end of the runway look better than that one scenery we had in 2024 the other day. Is the In-N-Out burger over there? I think it is. Hold on. Let's line up real quick, see if we can go get a double-double before we blast off. I want to go see if the In-N-Out burger is there. Hold on. There it is. Look at the line. Quite the lineup. What prices in LA? Oh, pfft. I guarantee you the cheeseburger LAX is not $3.35. Would they make this 1972? I guarantee you it's not. Where's Callie Simmer when you need her? $3.35. Give me a break. Just pull them up. Yoga. There we go. N1 Toga. Oh, bump on the runway.
80 knots. V1, rotate.
Oh, that thump is awesome.
Positive rate.
You're up. Fly
You're
with.
up.
Oh no, flyby. Is there a light mod for this airplane? Holy,
1000.
nighttime. N1 LNAV VNAV speed. American 357, turn right. Hitting 300. Wow, when you retract the flaps, talk about a pitch change. My yoke almost fell forward. Clean it up. Keep coming around. Spin it all the way around to 350 now. There's nothing to see out in front of us. 70, proceed, direct to kegs. Execute, LNAV. I have auto throttle lock off. That way I can move my thrust levers. Because the way I have it set up right now, my throttles would be, if they're all the way forward in Toga, it makes it hard to reach the MCP. Man, you talk about disorienting. Stay on your instruments in this turn. Double is 589 now? Alright. Vodka's confirmed it. Vodka, where's my Bruno profile for the level up 800? Alright, there is absolutely nothing to see. So... Command A. That actually doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to look. Why is it so dim? Sounds are coming down. There's LAX down there. That's pretty cool. AJ, I did. I enabled the Bruner. Yep. It flies great, dude, with the Bruner, AJ. It's just the flare feels weird. Like, we're going to try flaps 30 in this one. Yeah, there's a Bruner option. If you go to customize hardware, Bruner, I have it on. So there's got to be a mixture of these settings that will allow me to keep the autopilot engaged. There's got to be a mixture of these settings that work. I just don't know. I haven't had the time to mess with it. And I have no idea what this stuff is. CFY trim. None of this stuff, man. I have no idea. Yoke input advanced. What does that do? What I would like to see is inhibit yoke movement autopilot disconnect. That's what I would like. That would solve a lot of problems. We'll let the smarter people figure it out. Let's go ahead and zoom in our screen here all the way because we're going to click our lights. Is there a dim switch for the auto throttle and N1 lights? Goodness grief. Yeah, a manual would be nice. We're going to turn our... night sleep. ASMR night flight. On top of Captain ND, lights dim is the switch down. On top of Captain ND. Oh, yes, you're right. Oh, it doesn't work. That works. Oh, that's cool. Watch this. Watch my mini FC. Watch this. And that's so sick. Doesn't appear the dim function works though. Zach, I know, me too, man. Do I have sunglasses still? No, that's sunglasses on, sunglasses off. Alberto, what's up, my man? Long time no see. Hope all is well. We're doing a bonus leg here. Wow, the FO's over here and no lights. There we go. Help him out a little bit. We know need some background lighting. Standard set across the board. Out of 19 to 250. Quick hop over to Vegas. ASMR time. I never did get to eat my lunch. Can I eat my lunch? I have some wonderful chicken salad here. Crew meal. Ooh, that'll be nice, having crew meals. If that's a thing. I don't know if it is. Turks, are crew meals a thing? Or is that for the special wide-body folk only? Dale. Night vision shift? What is that? Whoa! Don't want to do that. The dim does not work, dude. Right? Dim. Right? Dim. No worky worky. Big cholesterol. Turk, you're such an a-hole, man. I love you, though. I'll get my crackers out. Help lower my cholesterol.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to level off. Then we gotta start planning for our arrival. We gotta scarf down our crew meal here. Dad, game time. No, I didn't see your message. Sorry, man. It's this is the level up 737 in X-Plane 12. Seatbelt sign is off. Let's just hang out here. I like how Gus, pretty much every single X-Plane stream that we do, Gus is like, oh, on the next version it'll be better, on the next version. Literally every stream that I've done in X-Plane, Gus is like, yeah, you gotta wait for the next update, it'll be amazing on the next update, I promise you. What about this update? Let me get the wing light on. Steven, exactly. Next update, it'll be great. AJ, thanks for $3 super chat. Eat a lot faster with no tray table. Mm-hmm. Blackbird controls, my man. What's going on, dude? Blackbird is in the house with 10 gifted subs, dude. Appreciate you. We are using the Blackbird tiller. I'm using that today. And I'm actually using the Blackbird 7.3 controls. But I'm still trying to figure out my 80-second camera here. I can't get everything to work at the same time. It's really bizarre. It's almost like my computer when I plug in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I plug in the 6th camera, OBS just goes berserk, and I can't get it to work. I've tried numerous times, but I'm still working on it because my goal is to have an FMC cam and still be able to have throttle cam. So, but thank you so much, Blackbird Controls. I appreciate the support. You guys know him already. Make sure if you're looking for Honeycomb Bravo mods or the Universal Tiller System, UTS. Hope all is well, buddy. You never called me, by the way. Maybe you did. I was fishing. We had our tournament this weekend, championship. Came in 5th. It was kind of mid. But you never called me. It's kind of a vibe. Vodka says, could be having enough bandwidth, motherboard. Well, so no, here's the thing, Vodka. I have, I tried the USB, like I have a powered USB hub for 2 cameras, and then I have 2 cameras going. I have 2 cameras on my main motherboard, and I have 3 cameras on a powered USB hub. And I tried different variations of plugging in and plugging outing, and it still wouldn't work. It's the weirdest thing, man. But here's the thing. So in OBS, if I change a camera source that's already created, like, for example, if I were to take my yoke cam that I've already created and change that camera source to the new camera, it'll work. But then I lose my yoke cam, and I can't create a new source of yoke cam. So it's almost like it's limiting out, but everything I've read says you can have as indefinite cameras on OBS. So it's bizarre. And then one time, it locked up my whole PC and caused a bunch of issues. But I don't know. One-two gaming, you might be onto something. Might be an AMD thing. Please no. What about reviving your Republic time with the X-Craft E175? Nah. I can't use my FMC or MCP, Gus. I'm on an NG... I am on a 737 NG withdrawal. I need it. There's too many great liveries, too many cool airlines, and I've got too cool hardware to not be using or flying a 73 NG. The bill, me too, man. Me too. Turks, no, I have not. I have not received any that I believe. Yeah, I don't think I've received any phone calls yet. Turk, they're not porting, dude. This is going to be built from the ground up PMDG 737 NGs. That's my hope. Ground up 2024 native. I think it'll be funny soon. We'll say V1 flies a 737 for Spirit Airlines. Yeah, Blackbird, no worries, man. No worries. Just like the 777 native, exactly, Gus. Well, that's a thing, Gus. Now that I'm having a little bit of X-Plane fun, maybe I'll have to try the triple in X-Plane. We're fast approaching. I'm going to plug away here with my FMC as I hold my dinner in one hand. Let's see, so let's go to this. We're going to do flaps 30 this time, see if it makes any difference. 140 on the speed. Final approach course will be 259. Spin those in. Final approach course 259 and 111.5. .5 is set. 259 is set both sides. That looks good. I'm not going to worry about setting baro mins because it's probably going to take forever. Oh wow, that actually goes way faster. Let's go ahead and look at the chart. Avitab, airports. We don't need Fenix. Lost Wages, LAS, Harry Reid. Nope, McCarran. Las Vegas, McCarran. Weather 100 at 7. Ooh, we could land 1. Approach ILS 26 left. Zulu off the Bourbon. Let's see. Orland, Shan, Huxar. So that's not the one we want. We want the ILS Yankee. Yankee off the Bourbon is what we want. And the minimums are going to be 2269. We need to descend. Set 20 for now. See how fast that spins? Alright, PMDG, take note. That is the only 737 simulation that I've ever used that has an acceptable Baro min setter. Alright, we're on our descent down. I'm looking at the box here. Bourbon is at 7. We'll scroll in 7 here on the altitude window. 7 is set. We're VNAV pathing. So we should be good. VNAV pathing. 7 is set. Approach is all set. 259, 259. 140 on the speed. Seatbelt sign is coming on. Get ready for approach. 3 greens, thanks for the 7 Aussie man, appreciate you. Don't panic, people. I'm here now. Funny looking RJ85. We got there, Mr. V1. Oh yeah, it's a funny looking RJ, man. Real funny. Oh, wow. Real loud. Sorry about your ears there. Are they doing the 800 NG or all variants? I have no idea, Mozi. No idea, man. Thanks again, 3 greens. Hope all is well. Maybe we'll be back in that RJ85 here soon enough. Maybe we'll be back in the RJ here pretty soon. I wonder if there's a Moby flight profile for the RJs. Alright, finishing my dinner. Wow, this is what life would be like on a 7.3, having to eat off his lap all the time. That's pretty bad. Alright, dinner is complete. I do not see anything on the horizon, this is a great stream. Nothing like looking at indefinite darkness. Definite darkness. I see a little bit of a light out there. There's an RMP for 8 right, IRL to 1 left and 1 right. Are they landing 1 left and 1 right right now? Oh yeah, field elevation in Vegas is 2,000, 2,200 actually. $2,200 is set. Hopefully we can. 737 educate their pilots to sit with elbows tucked in when eating. Now, what a tight cockpit this is. It's a little bit better. I mean, that looks like Microsoft 2020. That's why we're in the level up. Look at that. That is a clean panel there. That looks great. Yes, Andre, VATSIM event from Cancun, Detroit. There is World Flight. World Flight's going on right now. Speaking of World Flight, Cali crew. I watched Zippy almost stall it into Cancun earlier, so wherever Zippy's at, I watched his landing on the World Flight 737. Pretty good. Pretty cool, man. They got that 7.3 sim up and running. I wonder, are they in X-Plane, though? What is World Flight, excuse me, what is Cali crew using? Are they using X-Plane? Yeah, I like the old MCP too, Gus. Gui, I agree with you. There's something about the screens that plague a lot of airplanes in X-Plane. These, I think, are pretty good. But that's why I can't fly the Zebo. The default Citation 10 doesn't look right. There's a lot of airplanes where the screens don't look very good at all. I feel like this looks pretty decent though. Oh, they're in 2024? Wow, I didn't know they were running 2024. That's pretty cool. So what airplane are they using then? If they're in 2024, how does that work? Oh, with ProSim 737. Ah. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Hey, I can see Vegas on the horizon. Drag required. Okay. Why'd my auto throttle just kick off? Why'd my auto throttle just kick off? Right. Auto throttle arm. 250 knots at rounders. And 23, so we're slowing up. We are slowing. I don't like that they keep can I do night mode on this? Yeah. I don't like that they keep changing my cabin lighting.
From the Flighttek here, we're on our descent. Seatbelt sounds good. You're back over our rattle. If you're up and about, please turn your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Still showing well ahead of schedule. Thanks again. Hope you have a nice week. Have you on a pair here very shortly.
In preparation for landing. Alright. 12.5 at Beatty, or Beauty rather. We're looking good. We're 250 FMC speed. Next one is going to be Red Quinn at 210. Just maintain 250 for now. Matter of fact, let's go direct to Envy, execute. Man, it would be kind of cool to land the other direction, land 8, because there was a old video on FSX landing runway 8 in Vegas. I used to watch all the time. Gold Gamer, I'm with you, man. This is kind of, I'm really enjoying this level up, dude. I really am. I'm enjoying it way more than the Zebo just because of the sounds and visuals. I mean, because you can have a great flying airplane with good systems, but if it looks and sounds like poop, I don't enjoy it. That's just me personally. These sounds are spot on in this airplane. All right, coming through 18. Vegas METAR is 3001, 120 at 4. No, we'd be too high to land on 8 right now, Vodka. We'd be way high. Swish. Allegedly they are. I'm going to see if I have a better landing with flaps 30 here instead of 40 without running out of back pressure, then we're definitely going to fly this a lot more. Let's get down and see the lights. Let's do a level change. Let's hustle down here. Let's just hustle down to 7. Flight level change, 7,000. Power's coming back. Speed brake's open. Hustle down. I want to get down and see the ground. Highway going to Vegas. Where's Mike P when you need to go to Vegas? Now this over PMDG is a real question. Well, PMDG for sure, because you are going to be in a new world. You know, imagine having this, but in 2024 world is going to be incredible. Although I will try that night mod. You guys said there's a night mod to check out for our night flight to Mexico City, which we may leave from Vegas now. I will have a night light mod. I'll have Gus hook me up with all the good fixings and all the soon-to-be updated stuff. Nice little wing flex out there. And maybe we'll do a green dot. We'll do a movie night. Does the number 3 key above the letter still arm? The number 3? I don't know what you mean there, buddy. I wish I did, because I would love to have a clicking arm speed brake. Is that what we're talking about? Does the number 3 key above the letters? Telling me there's a hidden click spot for arming. Look how nice the FMC actually looks. Got some wear marks on there. Oh, Gus, he did. He posted TAM 3054. Well, Gus, maybe we can have you on board. Oh, on my keyboard. F2? F2 was above the number 3 key, or the 6 key in numpad. The number 3. The number 3 on my keyboard, above that is F2. No, just number 3. Let me see. Nope. Number 3 does not arm the speed brake. What they should do is allow you to just click right here and arm the speed brake. There's Vegas. For default, that doesn't look half bad at night, I'll be honest with you. For default scenery. That's pretty good. We're hustling to 7, and then we're going to slow down because we are cooking. Actually, let's do this. Vertical speed. I just like messing with my FMC or my MCP, so I'm doing a lot of extra button pressing. All right, here we go.
1,000 to go.
I feel like the drag is a big problem with this airplane. Unless it really is that slick. Yes, the whole world is available on X-Plane, absolutely. I've got Skyhop on speed dial. We'll be at the strip before you know it. VWEF 131 with VAP 136. 140, actually let's redo it. It's 139 now. Flaps 30, 139 is the VREF. So plus 5, 141. Flaps 5 coming out. Reeling is at 20 or 3800. Let's go back to VNAV. I don't want to slow down to 160 though.
Deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
Yeah, I got speed intervene up, man. We're at selected speed now, 175. Here comes the vertical path on the turn. Is X-Plane still better in flight dynamics? No. No, it comes down to the developer. It comes down to the developer, not the sim. X-Plane is tempting you, Zach? Let me turn the sun on and then you'll have a change of heart. It's just the NG, dude. I have NG withdrawals. We haven't flown an NG for over a year. I don't know what that red light is when we're switching views there. Doing a pretty good job on the turn here. We'll go auto brake 1 again. Now, somebody was right about what's the point of bare metal at night because you can't see it. Maybe we'll take a different livery. Who flies from Vegas to Mexico City in a 737-800 and that has a cool livery? Jeff L., I forgot all about it, man. Alright, coming around the turn. Can I go straight to approach mode? I can. VOR low, glide slope, single channel. We've captured it. Look at that. I am type rate me now, chat. Type rate me now. Look at that. I did absolutely nothing but press the button. Does Mexicana have 7.3s? Aero Mexico. Does Aero Mexico have 7.3s? Aero Mexico is the only 737 Las Vegas. All right, Aero Mexico it is. We'll do Aero Mexico 737. Oh, but it's a MAX 9. Oh, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do MAX 9. We're not flying no MAX. We are not flying no MAX, chat. That is hard unable. All right, I'm going to do the hand flying thing again. You know what's weird, Vodka, is if I connect my yoke after the autopilot's engaged, everything works fine.
2500.
See it now? You can see my yoke moving. That's bizarre. It's just when I go to turn when I go to turn on the autopilot, I have to disconnect the yoke, but it's working fine with it once it's engaged. All right, autopilot's coming off though. Gears coming down. 141. No, 144. Flaps 15. Flight director's off. Let's fly the bird. Practice here. Who's calling me? I ain't got time to answer a phone call. Oh, my buddy, my fishing buddy's calling. What's up with that? Alright, arms set, speed brakes. Flaps 30. Oh, see this dang speed brake arming thing. I can't arm them.
1000.
I can't arm them, and I can't disconnect. I'm gonna screw up this whole approach here because I can't arm the damn speed brakes. I'm gonna go with them unarmed. So now we're high, correcting. 3 did work. No, 3 didn't work. I hit 3. Nope, nothing works when I hit 3. Oh, that's slow.
100.
A bit low.
300.
I always feel high in Vegas. It's crazy.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30.
I got a trim.
20.
Check. Close. Hold the attitude. Come on. Where are you at? Oh, geez. That was a floater and a half. What's with the runway lighting? A little bit of an Airbus flare there. I'm sure about it. That's all right.
80 knots.
A little bit of an Airbus flare. We're in Henderson. Oh, get out of here, dude. We're right where we're supposed to be.
At that time, please check around your seating area for all your first.
What's with the lighting, though? I thought the runway lighting was supposed to be better than that. Now we're going to go straight across.
Thank you, and have a pleasant afternoon.
Cross 2526 right. Well, I guess we did land a little long. We're fine. We're fine. Alright, now we can clean it up. Golly, the flaps are better than Boris sounds. Wolfpack has got some really good flap sounds here. That is really good. Alright, flaps up. That's coming off. That's coming off. Let's go ahead and do this. That. Getting familiar with the 7.3 I see. No, Mickey G. This has nothing to do with anything other than we have not flown a 737 in over a year. And I'm tired of flying everything else that we have, except GA and MD-80. But I can only fly MD-80 once every 3 weeks, or else nobody wants to watch it, it seems like. And we've flown a lot of GA. But alright, we're going to find ourselves a gate over here. Get the APU spooled up. Goal of the #1 decision: avoid a certain northeast U.S. base. Amen to that, Turks. Amen to that. I've been keeping track of every class drop and just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on. What sucks is somebody that was in the class before me, they deferred. They had something come up and they jumped to my class. They knocked me down another one. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. It's all going to depend on what's available. Yeah, Berto, the flap sounds are nuts, right? Let's do, since we can do this so easily next plan, we're going to do parking cam. Wait for our marshals. Wait for the flight deck. We'll just put our gate here. Please remember to seatbelt fasten. We're just waiting for some marshals to come out for us. Thank you. I can see we're slightly off. Oh, there's a delay on the ERP. 738. Gotta love it. Alright, park brake. Where you at? Where you at, park brake? Park brake is set. APU is up. Get the beacon and all that stuff. We're going to skip that. All right. Let's do a replay, and then I'm going home. That was so much fun, man. My ERPs have been mid today. Aaron, dude, or Andre, rather. I'm telling you, man, it's delayed. There's like a delay in the sim from when I hit the brake pedal. All right, toggle replay mode. We'll start with a little bit of this. Then we'll pause you. Then we'll do this. Wait, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Did I click it right? I don't think I did. All right, click it again. Don't touch anything. Play.
300.
Hey, we're cooking with gas now. This has been pretty good, Dekar. This has been pretty good. All right, Combined Fleet on YouTube has a Discord, and he has files to fix. All right, recast rig. Are you in Discord? So post it in there. I'll try to remember though. I like fixes. Honestly though, that flare felt much easier to control, so it was really the flaps 40. It was the flaps 40 that kind of hosed us. Our landing rate, chat. Hold on. Everybody, can you see the vertical stream? Our landing rate, type rating is completed, guys. type rating is completed. 7 feet per minute. 7 feet per minute. Look, I'm going to do this just for you guys. 7 feet per minute. And is it legal? Can we tell on this thing? I thought you could like zoom in and see. We landed at just past Alpha 3. That's the first third. There's 1/3. There's 2/3. That's the first third of the runway. It's the end of the first third. But that's 7 feet per minute. I'm just going to go collect my type rating now. Can we see any runway markings? I cannot. I don't think this runway even has markings. So if it doesn't have markings, that means it's legal. We don't even have proper instrument lighting on the runway. So much for realness on the next plane. Oh, does it have yellow down there? It does. I'm looking for any runway markings and I don't see any. I don't see any runway markings. Keep going. I guarantee you there would be runway markings here by now. Almost to the threshold. Let me see if I can throw sunset on. Okay, so there's a stripes. No. That's not proper runway markings. It's 3, 3, 2, 1. I mean, we greased it. But you see how we're flat still? It's almost like the level up won't let you flare. Like it almost inhibits your flare. Because you heard me trimming, right? You heard me trimming? I'm trying to get an eye on the wheels here. Oh. Kissed it. But see how shallow the flare is? That's a level up thing, because I'm even trimming in on my yoke, which you wouldn't be doing that. So, all right, well, hey, I think that was a great success. So I'm going to wind it all the way back. I'll give you guys some sail to listen to, and I'll give you one long approach.
300.
Isn't there a runway cam? Oh yeah, shift 3. Can I turn the landing lights off? I don't think
200.
Turn those lights off? Wing lights, maybe? No, they're on. They're all on by default. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. Well, I tried. I'll let you have one long replay here after this one. Right in on the wing view on ASMR coming into Vegas. Great success, though. Level up 737 despite its quirkiness with the flight modeling. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm enjoying this flight. I look forward to doing our flight down to Mexico City. So we'll be doing that later this week. We'll probably watch a green down on that one. Thank you all for the turnout tonight. It's been wonderful. Had a lot of people here. Had a good conversation. We got 400 likes, so you guys definitely want to see the Mexico City flight. So we're doing that. Thank you, Gus, for getting me squared away, and Alexander for getting the livery squared away for me. And thank you all for hanging out. So I'm going to go watch the Cowboys probably lay an egg, but we're going to have a career record night for both running backs, Bam Knight and John. I don't know what this one's name is anymore. But until then, I'll see you all probably tomorrow. So stay safe, stay healthy. I'm P1. See you.
200.
Okay, that was pretty sick. Hit the juicy if you're still here. That was pretty sick.